everyone. Right, what we're on today then? Today we've got a Suzuki Gt750A. So that little baby. 1976. Came from the USA. I think that's hence the bars are a little bit bigger than normal. And of course you've got the reflectors on the indicators, which I think is particularly for the States. But we're going to go for a little ride, see what we got, have a little chat about it. Here we go. Right. Helmet secure. Let's give it a right. Let's choke on. Oh, lovely. Oops, I kicked the kill switch. I think when it came from the States it was on about 12,500. So it's had sort of regular use, quite light use really. We used to MOT it a few years back. It's now on historic vehicle. No more MOTs. It's nice to have an electric starter though. I mean, if you want a classic bike that you don't have to kick, perfect. Right, here we go. Usual route. Love those old gear indicators on the Suzukis. At night they're beautiful, they're really quite bright. During the day they're a tiny bit on the dim side, but lovely. I've got to say the handlebar position is fantastic. And we have had one go on this already. Had a slight leak on one of the exhausts at the header, which we fixed. We've had all the headers off, all the exhausts off, cleaned it up. We did a lot of work around the back on the swinging arm. She was, I mean, the frame's all original, not been repainted or anything like that, and the swinging arm was the same, but you know, in front of the back wood tyre and just around to the sides a bit at the front of the swinging arm, it was pretty corroded where it'd been sort of shot blasted by the road. So we took it off, shot blasted it all, primed it and painted it. We didn't powder coat or anything like that, so we tried to keep it looking the same sort of depth as the original. We did fit new bushes, which was supplied by the previous owner, Mark. Fine fellow, Mr. Winter. It's one of the few bikes that we got from Mark before he moved away to New Zealand, and you know, he's testament to the way it's been kept. He's kept it really well. ACF 50'd it, very well stored and used, you know, a reasonable amount just to keep everything fresh, which is the key really to classics. So what we got the back off, we've done some tyres. Back one was a bit low and they were both quite old, so we've freshened them up. What a difference, that really feels nice with good tyres. Been through it from sort of front to back, although we were sort of back to front in this case, but brakes were done. Had a little problem with one of the hoses corroding internally at one of the junctions, sorted that out. All the fluids, levels. It had an extensive rebuild in the States, which we've got quite a lot of history on that. Got the original eBay advert which describes a lot of the work that was done and how he used a lot of genuine parts. Had a new water pump, which is always good on one of these. We haven't got vast experience on these, but I do remember replacing a water pump a long time ago. And then we're giving it a good clean. Not really gone too mad because it's so original. You know, paintwork, as far as we can tell, is all original. Paint on the frame. We've just sort of tidied a few bits up. We did paint some of the exhaust brackets, but we haven't gone mad. You know, I mean, you could bring it to real concours if you wanted to. It's got the potential for that. But at the moment, I think it's a surviving classic. Originality can be quite valuable. So, you know, we just certainly not gone too mad. We just didn't want it to degrade and to stop any of the rust getting worse, you know, especially around the swinging arm. It's a common area for that sort of problem. So temperature's coming up nicely. It's a very civilised bike to ride. Very torquey. It does rock on a bit. I haven't given it any beans yet because I've not had the opportunity, but it certainly goes alright. I mean, we've got quite a narrow power bank. It's only revved to the red line's at 7, so it's you know, you think of two-strokes has all been a bit buzzy, but these are super torquey. Might just go around one more time just so we can get a bit of opening up going on. Fort Luton on the left. That's quite interesting. There's some good shows there actually. Right, here we go. Seems to go quite well. I'm not going to like nail it to within an inch of its life, just to blow the cobwebs out. It hasn't left too much of a smoke screen behind. Have a look back. It's alright. It's a very usable classic, well sorted. You know, obviously anything at this age you're going to expect to have to keep on top of it, but I think this is an exceptionally good starting point. You know, it's had a good previous owner. Well, the guy in the States obviously did exceptionally well, and the guy in the UK, Mark, looked after it well. And then we've gone and done a bit of commissioning. And she's brilliant. I remember racing against one of these on the road. I had a Gt750 and back in '78, and I remember chasing one of these down. Which is quite good fun. Obviously we don't do that nowadays. I think price-wise these are quite affordable as a classic. It's not a massive amount of money. You know, they're not. It's a strange thing, isn't it? I think that they probably need to be dearer, really, but they're not, because it's a lot of motorcycle and it's very, very usable. So I think they're a really good buy. turn heads, create a lot of interest. I think what we're going to do today is go straight up to the showroom. Ian's going to take some pictures and then we'll try and get it on internet and give the opportunity to buy. Brakes are actually quite reasonable for the era. It's got the twin discs out. Like a lot of this stuff, you can improve it quite considerably, but whether you want to keep it original or not. You can hustle it, it's fun. Up we go. Cracking, exhaust not leaking. Sounds beautiful. Luxury. Okay, here we go. See you soon.